So this is a spine. If you look closely here, you'll see one segment that we took that is a vertebrae, a disc, and a vertebrae. That's on the left here. You can see the vertebral body. You can see the intervertebral disc. We're going to talk a lot about discs tonight because vertebral discs are very important. But a lot of people think the disc is a shock absorber. It is not. The disc is a terrible, terrible shock absorber. In fact, the more shock that disc gets, the more it gets jammed, the more it gets damaged, and the faster it degenerates and decay. In fact, what I'm going to show you, this next picture, these curves in your spine, these are the shock absorbers. So you should have natural curves in your spine. Those curves act as a spring. Gravity is constantly on you. If you have these good curves in your spine from the side, what we call a lordosis or curvature in the neck, kyphosis or curvature in the opposite direction in the thoracic or mid back, and another lordosis in the lumbar spine. If you have these good curves in your spine, then you have a shock absorber and it absorbs the stress of gravity. I'm going to go back to this picture here. If you lose those curves in your spine, then the discs become the shock absorbers. And like I just said, discs are not good shock absorbers. So what do discs do? Discs are spacers. Curvatures are shock absorbers. Discs are spacers. So I want you to lean into this picture and look at that segment that I have for you on the left side of your screen. Do you see where I put two orange lines in there? Do you see that white hole between those two orange lines? That is where the nerve comes out at each level. You can look over on the right side of your screen where L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, all of those lumbar spine are there. You see the white openings, those holes? Those are where the nerves come out. The disc is there to keep that space open so that the nerve can come through there. That's important because when you start losing hydration of your disc, when you start losing height, disc height, that hole where the nerve comes out begins to narrow. That's bad because that puts pressure and irritation and a lot of times inflammation in that area and it affects the function of the nerve.